Hello again, whiskey friends. I'm Durell, the whiskey saint. Welcome back for another video. What we'll be doing today, guys, is getting back into these samples, blind guessing, poor guesses, whatever you want to call it. I got to get through some of these samples, and that's the best way for me to do it. Just taste them blind with you guys, see if I can pick out if it's a bourbon rye, maybe what the proof is, distillery, state of distillation, all that good stuff. Prep me, for some upcoming blinds that I have in the works. But yeah, stay tuned. We're going to kick up the show, dive into a sample, and see how close I get. Cheers, guys. Welcome back. I really like these videos, man. Been a sucker for blinds ever since I've started getting into them. Kind of got me a little better at, just the whole process of it, right? Tasting everything blind. There's you're not subjective anymore, right? Everything's thrown out the window, and you're literally just tasting a whiskey to taste a whiskey. So these are really fun. I still got another box here and another two boxes over there full of samples that we need to get through. But we're gonna kick this off. I'm gonna find a sample in here. I want to make sure I got a full one to make sure it wasn't something I drank. All right, this feels pretty full. So what we'll do is we'll turn our head. Hopefully there is a whiskey that's printed on there for you guys to see. And we're gonna pour this up. Oh god, it's scaring me already. It's pretty light. Uh-oh. Oh geez, that's really light. All right, guys, and we're gonna place it in this little whiskey nose glen so I can't see what it is. All right. But as you can see, it is pretty light. Doesn't look like the normal bourbon that I'm typically pulling out of this box, but I'm gonna give it a little swirl. I'm gonna dive right in, see if I can potentially pull off a couple right things about this. Huh. It's a little muted on the nose. I'm not really pulling that much flavor off of it. Comes across a little rye-ish. But yeah, very, very, very subtle. A little bit of sweetness there. Tiny bit of oak. Nothing crazy that pops out. It's going for a taste. Got to be able to pull a little bit more off that. Oh. Okay, so that threw me for a loop. I do not think it is a rye anymore. That almost reminds me of like Middleton, like Redbreast. I think it's Irish whiskey. I don't think this is a Scotch. But usually on Redbreast, I pick up a lot more like fruity and freshness notes on the nose, which I don't really get too much of that on this, but does come across as an Irish whiskey to me. Getting a little bit more of that citrus note now, or a little bit of that citrus note now, should I say. Maybe it just needs to sit in a glass a little bit. But I'm going for another sip, have it sit for a bit. Hmm. Yeah, I'm stuck on God, I could be completely wrong too. If it's something that's like giving me that vibe, that's pretty odd. And I don't mind it, but this does come across as some type of Middleton product. Um, I don't really have many outside of like the Redbreast and like Durell in those whiskeys. I believe the Spot's a Middleton as well. But this is coming across as a lower proof, under 100. I would imagine maybe that standard like Irish whiskey, like 92 to 95 proof. Uh God, I don't know. I got like a raisin note on the back of my tongue right now. Yeah, but if I had to guess going all in, I would think this is God, I don't know if I can actually bottle guess, but it does kind of remind me of the Redbreast PX sherry that I've owned. I don't have the bottle anymore, but this kind of reminds me of that. And it's in that proof point range. I think that bottle was 96 proof, I believe. You're getting a lot more freshness now on the nose the longer this has sat in the glass. When I first poured it, I was barely pulling anything, but it is really, really bright now, which brings me more down that path of Irish whiskey. But it's pretty good. It just threw me for a loop. The color too. Yeah, I'm stuck on that. I'm just curious. I can't remember anybody really sending me Irish whiskey outside of Stacy, but I drink all her samples. So I'm not sure if I'm even correct or not, but everything I'm getting is just reminding me of that profile of Redbreast. Like I said, if I had to bottle guess, I would say the PX Sherry, although I'm not 100% sure it's even that, but kind of reminds me of the flavors. We're just gonna open it up and see what it is, guys. I'm curious. Hopefully, I got some of it right, but like I said, if I was to go all in, I'm thinking Redbreast. I don't think it is a age stated one. It could be, but I would think it's the PX Sherry. Probably wrong on that, but proof 96 proof. You know, if we're going state or country, I'm going at Ireland, obviously. So let's see how close or how far I was away, guys. All right, so put this to the side, and we are going to look at. Oh shit! Look at that. Well, you guys already seen it, but I'm gonna pull it up there. Redbreast PX. And this is actually my handwriting. So I must have poured like the last few ounces of a sample and threw it in to my box. I'm not sure when, but nailed the bottle guess. I thought that bottle was 96 proof. It was 92. So my initial thoughts on like the not standard releases of Redbreast, but that 92 proof. Dude, I was all over this. Irish is a little easier, I guess, for me, being that I don't own hundreds of bottles, and the ones that I've have tasted, I'm pretty familiar with the profile. Like it's a lot of Middleton stuff. I haven't really tasted much outside of that. But I'm pretty happy with that, guys. Literally nailed the bottle guess a little bit off on proof, but that's okay. That is a win. Definitely a win for me. So we're gonna set this aside. We're probably gonna dive into a couple more in the next couple weeks, guys. But stick with me. These are fun. Super, super happy about bottle guessing that. Till next time, we'll see if I can maybe make it 2 for 2. Cheers, guys.
Jeff, just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you say hello again. Oh, Jeff!